alsjeblieft. Even kijken. En nu ook nog een glaasje water erbij. Geen probleem, alsjeblieft. Even kijken, u had daar ook nog een colaatje. Sorry, dat is die 1,5 meter. Doe even een stukje voor u, alsjeblieft. En tot slot de erbij. Alsjeblieft. Eet smakelijk.
Hey everybody, what is going on? This is your boy Christian Israel. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Today is April 17th, and you are listening to the New Creation Capital Podcast, a place where we discuss what happens in the world today, where we talk about current events, the stock market, and digital assets. Of course, this is a new you, a new future, and a new creation, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Of course, you can hit us up on our Twitter at New Creation Cap. And of course, you can hit us up on Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, the Anchor platform where you can partner with us or send us a message. And of course, you can find all of our content on the Publish OX cryptocurrency blog site, where if you click on something, for instance, like yesterday's episode 24, where the IMF director talks about debt relief, SDRs, and access to quick liquidity, you can find a place where you can listen to the podcast just audibly or listen to it right here on YouTube. Of course, please, guys, make sure you hit and subscribe, hit the like button, do the social media thing, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today's story will be about the bill that passed yesterday, talking about minting a coin proposal that was put in the House. The coin proposal is the mint coin proposal would provide $2,000 per month during the crisis, plus 1,000 months for a year afterwards, after every person in America. This is moving forward. So before we jump into that story, let's jump into the regular news of the day. All right, first we got this article on Financial Times, which is not there anymore. Where is it at? Here we go. So, the U.S. Small Business Rescue Funds run out of cash, okay? And what this is saying here is that cash has not yet reached a deal to replenish $350 billion. So, as of yesterday, all of a sudden the SBA said, we are out of cash, no more people. But as we reported here, right, something is weird about that, because on Tuesday there was 1% of businesses that actually received the money. Then all of a sudden on Thursday, it's out. So where is the money at? Okay, so let's see here. Wells Fargo says here, I don't like how that just did that. Oh well. So Wells Fargo says right here, let me see if I can try that again. There we go. Wells Fargo says right here in this moment that hopefully the Congress will soon reach a deal to replenish the funds. The bank added that in the meantime, we will continue accepting new applications, so we'll be ready to proceed if and when it happens. Now remember, Wells Fargo was the person saying, the bank company saying, backed by Warren Buffett, saying we need to take the handcuffs off. There's too many applications and we can't supply anybody because we don't have enough money. Now they're saying they're going to take applications, when a week ago they were saying they didn't have the supply to take enough applications. So which one is it, guys? Anyway, check this out, because there's a new bill coming, a supplemental bill right here, and it states, excuse me, pardon me. They say a supplemental bill should include an extra $100 billion in funding for hospitals to buy personal protective equipment, expand coronavirus testing capacity, $150 billion more for state and local governments to fight the outbreak, and 15% increase in food stamp benefits. Basically, guys, a welfare state government, period, point blank. That is what's being pushed out of this. The agenda is being pushed from the Democrats, right? The Republicans have asked for $250 billion, just in case. Let's zoom up here so you can see that. Here, the Republicans right here have asked for an appropriate bill of $250 billion to extend the program. Then you go down and say, Democrats agree to that, but they want to put another $100 billion, guys. Brr, money, spend. Just get rid of taxes. If you're going to give us $1,000 extra a month, get rid of taxes. If you're going to give us $2,000 a month, just get rid of taxes in general. What is the point if you can just give out money, guys? That doesn't make any sense to me. The Democrats push, or progressives push, give everyone free health care, tax the rich more, tax the lower class less, and give everyone money. If you're going to give everyone money, what is the point of taxing? I think if people push to get rid of taxes altogether, that person would get elected. Because then if you get rid of tax altogether, just like now we're printing $6 trillion, $100 billion here, $1 million there. It's insane. So let's see here. In just 12 days now, a Republican in just 12 days, let's see, Republican lawmakers that this program has approved over $300 billion of aid. Now it's frozen. It's stopped. It's ridiculous, says Marco Rubio, the Republican chairman of the Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship, told Fox. 700,000 applications today are in limbo. This has to end. This has to end. This has to end. This is no time for this kind of horse trading. Democratic Speaker, we have here Democratic Speaker Nancy Pelosi said her and Chuck Schumer, those two are fun, the Senate's top Democrats would speak with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on Thursday afternoon, their second conference at all. And she states here, her point is to, let's see what she says here. She says, well, can I move this? Nope, I can't. I'm just having all types of issues here. Anyway, negotiate, negotiate, negotiate. That's what we do as legislators, Ms. Pelosi told reporters on Thursday. We're hopefully that the administration will come back with something that strikes the balance with what we know we need to do. Okay, here's my question. Here's my biggest question here, right? My biggest question is, what are we negotiating about? If you believe we're in a crisis and the Democrats want to vaccinate everybody, digital chip everybody as they push their Bill Gates and they push their progressive agendas, right? What is the negotiation? Oh, that's right. You really don't care if people get money as long as what you get out of it, the deal that you want. It's not so much about giving people money. It's about giving people money and then throwing other stuff in the bill to get that money. Now, we're going to talk about the digital dollar, but just to let you know, this is pretty much a joke right there because as we see, Republicans, it says here, right? Let's see if I can get it down. There we go. Republicans tried to pass more money for American paychecks last week, said Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said in his tweet. Democrats blocked it. Democrats blocked it. Since Speaker Pelosi said she saw no data as why we needed more money. She said we have time to negotiate. So you see people like Steve Mnuchin on news yesterday saying that the $1,200 is supposed to last another 10 weeks. Well, he's trying to help calm things down because speakers like the Democrats, guys, sorry, it's true. Your person, Nancy Pelosi, who also backs the WHO, who is paid by Bill Gates in China. Point blank, period. The facts are out there now. Open your eyes. The Democrats blocked it. Speaker Pelosi said that there is no data. What's the data? People are going broke. I think that's data enough. But you want to keep putting money to the WHO, but not money in the pockets of Americans. So as we know that most businesses are on the brink of being closed. Okay, they are closed. That they have been let down by the lawbreakers, says the organization's president, who is the National Federation of Independent Businesses. Basically, that businesses are getting ready to close. So that's the gist of here. We're trying to get more money. People are trying to get more money. Businesses are trying to get more money. However, they are all failing. They are all failing. So we're running out of cash. What do you guys think about that? By the way, this article is written on the Financial Times by Courtney Reaver and James Pilati in Washington and Laura Noonan in New York. This is yesterday's article. I'm not going to touch on this right here, but as you can see, Facebook Libra overhauls its core parts of its digital currency. That's it right there. That's all you need to know is that there's a lot of different articles on this already. This one's written by Hannah Murphy in San Francisco and Isabella Casamica in London yesterday. And I'll just read you just the title here. The Facebook-led digital currency project Libra has announced a drastic downgrading of the scope of its initial vision, overhauling several elements of the project in an attempt to placiate global regulators. So basically, just give you hints, they want to move in the SDR version and try to do kind of what the IMF is asking. But they are a private company. It's not going to work. So we know that that coins are going to be banned. Stable coins are looking at being banned. So where's all that money going to move? Trying to move into a place like Facebook. More control. Google, Facebook, YouTube, Microsoft, all in the same order. All within the UN, all within the G20, all within what is called the New World Order. It's all pushing that, guys. And I'm going to start talking more about that and opening people's eyes because I don't want to make this a one-sided show. I'm going to give the facts, and the facts are there. So we're working on a documentary right now. I don't know. What I just said when I said New World Order, Facebook, Google, YouTube, which we're on right now. You see people being blocked as we talk, and Microsoft. What do you think? Let me know right here. right there. Let me know right there. New Creation Cap right there. Let us know. Of course, you can hit us up right here on the message part on the New Creation Cap podcast, or right in the comments below on our YouTube page, okay? Let me know what you think about that, because I'm going to be saying some stuff that's going to open people's eyes, or you're going to be really upset. And personally, I'd rather you be upset and have the real knowledge than not be upset and walk in ignorance. So with that said, let's increase your knowledge some more. So here's my issue first off about this bill. Yesterday, because I reloaded this place yesterday, right here, her signature was here. I wish her signature was here, right here was her signature. And I really wish I would have screenshotted it, because they uploaded a new thing without her signature. Now, this is from, I'm going to show you. This is actually from right here. See, click to view the bill. I'm going to leave that page, right? And here it is. So I'm showing you, it comes from the actual page, okay? So the crazy thing about it is yesterday they had her in purple. If someone has it, please let me know. Attach it to a tweet. Hit me up in the comments with the link to it and let me know. Anyway, let's go over this bill, okay? So this is directly to the Secretary of Treasury to establish a boost. I don't know why my highlighter doesn't work on this. I should have downloaded it. Oh, well, that's too late. To direct the Secretary of the Treasury to establish the Boost Communities program to provide monthly payments to America's consumers during the COVID-19 emergency to recover from the emergency and for other purposes. That's interesting. And for other purposes. So what we're going to dive into, I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. You know what I need? I need to get a mic. A mic that I can mute. So when I take a drink of coffee or a drink of water, it doesn't sound like I'm making that smacking noise. I hate that smacking noise. There's a quote in a movie, Four Brothers, where after the grandma dies, if you haven't seen it, with Tyrese, Mark Wahlberg, and the guy from Outcast, and then there's whoever the other brother is. Anyway, there's a part in it where they're all eating at the dinner table at Thanksgiving when they go back to Detroit, and they're all eating, and the grandma, I guess, always says, why are you chewing like you're a cow? Chew with your mouth closed, because of the smacking, right? And I think of that because I'm like, did you grow up in a barn? You know, so no offense to those who grew up in a barn, but we got to have some manners, man. And I feel like I try not to smack. My mouth just gets really dry and I try to drink, but I don't have an expensive mic here to actually, mute it when I drink water. So I apologize, guys, for those who have earphones, and I don't mean to be rude. Please take my apologies. I am just a guy in a room, in a quarantine, on a lockdown, like the rest of you, okay? So this was introduced by Congressman Tlaib. Let's see. Let me actually look her up real quick before I continue. Rashad, because you guys should know who that is. So we have Rashad. Let's see. How do I spell her last name? Tlaib. Let's see if I got that right. Let's get images for her. All right. So this is her right here. You can see her. You guys, I'm sure, recognize her. I do believe she is out of Michigan. Yes, right here. So, U.S. Representative Tashida, I don't know, Tlaib. I don't know how to say her first name. I apologize, Congresswoman. She is an American politician and lawyer serving in the U.S. Representatives from Michigan's 13th congressional district since last year. The district includes the western half of Detroit, along with several of its western suburbs. Okay, so there you go. She is the representative in Michigan's 13th district. So now you know her face. I'm sure you already knew it. So let's jump into the bill. All right, so what are the other purposes? So this says, I'm not going to read the whole thing because that is really pointless. I'm going to put a link in here, as you can see, but the short title is the Automatic Boost to the Communities Act. Okay, so that's ABC Act, just in case you're curious. The term program means the Boost Communities program is set forth. Yep, a lot of intern. You have an intern boost card, which means a prepaid debit card issued pursuant to Section 3. Section 3 is the payment period. The term payment period means the beginning of the first day of the month, beginning after the date of the enact of this month. So it's the first of the month. Get up, get your checks and come on. Wake up. Little crossbones there. Crossbones. I can't believe I just said it. Bone Thugs and Harmony from the 90s, if you guys don't know that. Anyway, so beginning the first month of the first date, and then the ending of the latter, which is here. We have 1 year after the termination of the emergency declared on March 13th. That is the world pandemic. Everyone locked down. We are in an emergency lockdown on March 13, 2020 by President under Section 501B of the Stafford Relief Act, Basically, that we are in a pandemic right now, okay? 1 year, for 1 year after, the national employment rate, as determined by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is within 2 percentage points of the national unemployment rate. On the moving average, you guys all know what the moving average is if you're a trader, of December 2019 through February 2020. So we have to be within 2% of the unemployment average for this to expire. So where we're at on February 2020, between the 3 months of December 2019 and February 2020. Man, that was a good time for Bitcoin. We went from $6,000 up to 10K during that point. So what is that, 80% increase? Anyway, so on the 3-month moving average, we have to be within 2% of this moving average within 2 consecutive months. Now, here's the big part. The digital dollar means digital dollar balances, consistency of digital dollar ledger. We went through that, the digital dollar, we went through that. However, this is what I want to point out to you. We talked about this. Okay. I really need to figure out how to... Hey, if someone can tell me how to highlight this online in a documentary without doing it like that, someone let me know, like a highlighter in this app. Because I have a highlighter app that you saw for the other ones. It's kind of janky, I guess, for a better term. But I'm really trying to figure that out. So please let me know what kind of help I can do, okay? Or what kind of help you can help me with. Anyway, so... the Federal Reserve and digital coins or currency instruments issued by, the United States Treasury as legal tender and held as bearer instruments of any digital dollar cash wallet approved by the United States Treasury. Not the Federal Reserve, the United States Treasury. And we talked about this, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this, and I'm going to show you right here. Will we have a new Treasury dollar in 2020? Right there. And what's crazy is you see how Trump's picture's on this? Trump's picture's on this right here. However, what's even funnier about it is that on the stimulus checks that are being cashed out, his name is on the checks because he is basically the head of the Treasury. So check this dollar out. Anyway, let's jump back in. So you're going to also have digital dollar wallets here. You see this, digital dollar account wallets. We talked about that before. You're also going to have here the digital cash wallets. Point number 6 for you guys that can't see. I'm trying to figure this out. It's not working. I've got a touch screen here. There we go. The digital dollar cash wallets. We've talked about that. But here's the difference. Again, everything, my friends, everything is by the United States Treasury. Everything is by the United States Treasury. Again, United States Treasury. There we go. As legal tender, which are considered bearer instruments in the profession, an individual or entity which on behalf of the wallet is managed. Then we have the at-risk population, which means a population that is experiencing, reasonably may be expecting to experience unique direct or indirect financial or personal hardships as a result of or during the corona crisis, including the elderly, homeless, physically disabled, and those in remote areas, as well as other populations as identified by the Secretary. What are other populations? Taking a drink of my coffee again. Sorry. I was on the bike this morning, did a nice little hour on the bike, and just trying to get a workout in, and my energy is pumping. I decided to do these podcasts a little bit earlier now, just to get it out and get my day started. Today I got to go to the store anyway, so got to get some shopping and get some vitamin C, some protein, things like that. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are being able to maintain. I know some people are going crazy. I'm going crazy, but we got to pop this in. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's continue to dive on in. So it says, as well as other definitions, there's that Brave browser, other definitions by the Secretary of State, or Secretary. The term Secretary means the Secretary of Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, based on what he says. Boost Communities Program, we have here, under the program, the Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, shall make payments to eligible individuals for each month and payment period. Such payments should consist of general assistance component and a targeted supplement assistance component. We got that. We got that. We got that. Here it is. Here it is. Boom, 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 boom. Here is your money. Here is your money. Here's your money. For general assistance, a $2,000 per month to each eligible individual thereafter during the payment period, and $1,000 per month to each eligible individual a year after the payment period for targeted supplement assistance. Such additional amounts and sums as determined by the Secretary to be necessary and appropriate to meet the specific needs of eligible individuals who are members of at-risk populations as identified by the Secretary. So there you go, guys. Pretty much that's what's going to get. Looking at $2,000 a month for each individual during the payment period and $1,000 months after this is over. So, guys, they're talking about putting money in your pocket consistently. Again, as I drink my coffee, I ask, what is the point of paying taxes? I know there's some scripture that tells you that paying taxes. I'm not going to go into that at this moment, but if you have a Bible, you can go into, Judges 8, I do believe, or maybe it's 1 Samuel. Let me check real quick. Yep, if you go to 1 Samuel 8, okay, first, I'm going to read the scripture real quick right now to you. And here's what it says. It says, all right, this is Samuel 8:10. Samuel told all the words of the Lord to the people who were asking him for a king. He said, "This is what the king who will reign over you will claim as his rights." This is a king or a president. "He will take your sons and make them serve him in his armies, and he will make them run in front of his armies. Some he will assign to commanders of thousands and commanders of 50s, and others to plow his ground and reap his harvest. And will others still others to make weapons of war and equip them for his armies. He will take your daughters to be perfumers and cooks and bakers. He will take the best of your fields and vineyards and olive groves and give them to his tenants. He will take a tenth of your grain and of your vintage and give it to his officials and his attendants. Your male and female servants and the best of your cattle and donkeys will take the use of his own." Basically, your money. He will take 10% of your money just to give it to the people who are around him. That's what the scriptures say. This was a long time ago, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. That's what's being said happened. That's why we pay taxes, guys. There's nothing else behind it. We all hear the three things. Death and taxes, guaranteed two things. That's because people don't follow, I won't go into that right now. That's for Sunday scriptures. Anyway, that's why we pay taxes. But as you see, 6 trillion being printed, 6 trillion being printed, 6 trillion being printed over and over and over and over, all over the world. Trillions and billions and millions of dollars are being printed. And then they're going to pay us. I'm so confused, right? Anyway, so they can have methods of payment here. Direct deposit. I just went on a rant. I apologize. Methods of direct deposit. Let's see here. You have the Intern Boost card instead, which means basically a debit card that you can get. Let's see. In any case which subpart A does not apply, the Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, shall contract with banking institutions that include minority deposit institutions, community developed financial institutions, credit unions, National Banking Association, and any licensed money transmitter as deemed necessary. Any license. So Coinbase, for instance, if they say Coinbase, they can give you money through Coinbase, it's just pointing that out. Let's see. Availability to full balance. The full balance interburst could be, you can get it immediately, right? So here you go. Here's the whole immediate withdrawal into physical currency if you want it at an ATM. And distribution here, let's see, the Secretary, what does it say here? The Secretary shall distribute intern boost cards using the Postal Service to all eligible individuals with an active address on file with any government agency and shall be delivered by certified mail wherever possible using the fastest service available. So, all those people who think the president's going to let the post office fail, you're wrong. They're going to use the post office to send us our money. Just saying. Just going to point that out there. Any individual who does not have an active address on file with any government agency, all right, or otherwise is not able to to or does not receive a prepaid pursuant to clause may obtain an interim replacement or boost card through any card distribution station under the program, including any bank, 501 section, insurance, credit union, or Federal Credit Union Act. All right? Web-based access, that means you can go online and look. Telephone access, you can call to see what's going on. At risk, that we talked about that already. And I think that's pretty much the gist of this that I see. Let's see, hold on. We're going to just scroll through just to see. Eligible individual means, here's who's eligible. Any citizen or resident of the United States means a citizen or resident such as terms used in 7701A30 subsection A of the IRS Code of 1986. Any non-resident alien as defined who has been in the United States for more than 3 months beginning on December 13, 2019. So you have to be a citizen. Now this is big because people are talking about Governor Newsom wanting to pay illegal immigrants. I mean, illegal, I won't get into that, but if you are not in this country, signed, sealed, delivered, you're illegal. It's like breaking into someone's house, period. And there's no way the government is going to give people money. It's just that are not, if you're a legal resident, let's start here. If you're an illegal resident, okay, no matter what country you come from, right? My mom came here. She got her visa. I'm a first generation American. My mom is from another country. She was not born here. She is now a resident. She went through the proper protocols. I get it. It took a long time. However, she had her name on file. She was registered with the United States government. Therefore, you are not illegal if they know you're here. Okay? Just going to point that out. If they know you're here, you're not illegal. You might be, there's a difference between an immigrant and someone who's here illegally hiding in the shadows. There is a difference, guys. And I'm all for immigration. I will never tell to close our borders. I think we should have open legal borders coming here. So people getting paid if your name is on file since December 2019. Okay? You see that. So therefore, it is not illegal immigrants, guys. This is people who are deemed residents, right? For instance, if it's someone, again, this is not a push for marriage or against marriage or whatever, but if you're living with a spouse for 7 years, I think in some states like might be California, Illinois, New York, Florida, if you're with someone for 7 years, you're deemed married by basically living together. So if you go to separate, you can get 50-50 in a sense, right? That's kind of the same thing here. You might not be legally on paper married, but you're considered married. And that's the same here with this non-resident alien type thing, right? You've been here for 3 months and your name is on file. You're not hiding in the shadows, okay? You will get paid. You will be considered relevant. Relevant enough to get paid. Database of recipients. So here's another thing. They're going to track you. They're going to track you. They're going to track you. Here's how. The Secretary of State shall establish a database of recipients identified by name and, where available, employer identification number, individual tax identification number, student ID, or swear in an affidavit where you are ineligible for a Social Security number and unable to submit satisfactory proof that your presence in the United States is authorized by federal law. So if you got to get this, guys, they're going to put you in a database and they got to tell you why you don't have a social. So you've been here for 3 months. You don't have a social yet because you're not technically an American citizen. But if you're registered and they have some way to contact you and you're on record, you're good to go. And when you're on record, you are not illegal anymore. Okay, you are allowed to be here. Let's see. Page 13, public awareness program, funding. Okay, directive to mint and issue platinum coins. This is the big thing. The Secretary shall under issue 1 trillion platinum coins and shall further mint any additional issue 1 trillion coins on an as-need basis to cover any direct and indirect expenses related to the program for the duration of the program. So they're gonna mint 1 trillion platinum coins and offer and continue, if needed, another 1 trillion coins as the program is needed. Transfer of funds. I think that's just pretty big there, guys, right there. Let's see. Transfer of funds, supplemental financial issues, la-di-da-di-da-li. Establish a dedicated special Treasury monetary financing account. in which would be recovered expenses, payment interest on settlement balance, and federal. So basically, how the banks are going to make money off of this. Any ongoing allowances incurred by this should be recorded as a negative liability. So basically, like the Federal Reserve can write the Federal Reserve of New York and the Federal Reserve System can basically write it off if stuff doesn't happen right. Of course, we know. Here we go. Sense of Congress regarding establishment of Fed accounts. There's that word Fed accounts. We talked about that before too. Fed accounts and Treasury administer e-cash wallets. Digital dollar account wallets by the digital government shall be branded as Fed accounts, made available to all United States citizens. All United States citizens right here. Made available to all United States citizens and domestically domiciled. I know docile, but domiciled businesses. Domestically, I don't know. Someone let me know. I don't want to Google that right now. Someone let me know what that means. Along with associated services, including debit cards, online accounts, automatic bill pay, mobile banking, automatic teller, ATM machines, in conjunction with the United States Postal Services at its physical location. Again, the United States Postal Services all over this. USPS. Anyway, Fed accounts, digital dollar wallets. Let's see here. No later than January 21st. So this is no later than January 21st, guys. Right there. Secretary of State. Boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang. Digital account wallets shall not be subject to account fees or minimum balances. So no minimum balance. It's always going to be open. Digital dollar account wallets shall partner with the post office. So there's how the post office is going to make their money, guys. Digital dollar accounts shall provide account holders with reasonable protection against losses. Basically insured. Digital dollar accounts shall be comply with the Privacy Act of 1974. All right. We're almost done here. Let's see. Digital dollar cash wallets hosting shall be offered directly by the Treasury in coordination with the Federal Reserve, licensed depository, and money transmitter entity. Digital dollar. If you guys can pause this, I'll put a link in the description so you can see this. I think that's the gist of it. Impact on inequality. Of course, they got a high son about people being things not being equal, and that is the end of the bill. Let's zoom on back up here. So let me know what you guys think about that. That's pretty much going to be the end of this video, guys. Again, as you can see right here, we are talking, it's groundbreaking, $2,000 a month, mint the coin, so forth and so on. So please, guys, let me know what you think of what is going on here. Do you believe this Treasury dollar is going to an effect and we're going to have e-wallets? It doesn't matter what you believe because they're already doing it. We don't have to see the truth through the eye. Okay, let me reverse that. The truth is there no matter what you believe and what not believe, right? Some people say, well, I don't believe in that. But if it's true, it doesn't matter what you believe, honestly, because it's happening. It's happening. People never thought the internet would work. People never thought that people would watch TVs at home. People never thought about cell phones. People never thought about cars, that we wouldn't fly, that we'd be able to connect everyone, text messages. No one ever thought we'd have digital currency as far as an open source where the U.S. will just overhaul. It's true. We're overhauling everything. Not to mention the digital yuan in China goes live in May in a test city. So we have to go. And by the way, we talked about that too. We talked about the Chinese digital yuan over here in episode. What episode did we talk about that in? Right there, episode 18. So episode 18 is the digital currency race. And then episode 19, the Treasury dollar, followed by banks are failing. Are they going to keep us poor? Giving you a $2,000 to $1,000 a month is still keeping you poor because $2,000 a month, guys, by the way, is $24,000 a year. You are still in the poverty. You are still in poverty at $24,000 a year. So plus, if you work, are they going to get rid of taxes? They get rid of taxes, and you're working a $10 an hour job, say at a Taco Bell or a McDonald's, and you're not paying taxes. Then you're making a decent amount of money because now without taxes, you're actually getting $400 a week, $800 every 2 weeks, $1,600 a month. Put that together with the $2,000, that is $3,600 a month, guys. And if you're making $3,600 a month, $3,600 a month times 12 without taxes is $43,000 a year. Guys, that is decent money to live off if you're not being taxed. But Let's see how much they tax. Are they going to take 50% tax after you've given you $2,000 a month, basically making you pay for your own $2,000 a month? We will see. Anyway, guys, I already read the scripture today. If you want to go back and see it, it is 1 Samuel 8, verse 11, talking about what God said that we will be paying taxes if we choose a king or a president over God, and that is what we are doing today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Please remember that you can listen to us on our Apple Podcast. You can see it right here. Of course, we are also on Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and of course, the Anchor platform where you can partner with us or send us a message. Of course, you can hit us up on Twitter at New Creation Cap. You can, of course, also, I love to say, of course, a horse is a horse, of course. You can also hit us up on YouTube, do the social media thing. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please comment. I don't care what you say in the comments. Your content sucks. I agree with your comment. I hope your logo sucks. Your logo is awesome. Your voice sucks. You sound like a horse. You eat too much. You drink too much. I hate your mic. I don't care what you say in the comments. Say something for the algorithm. It helps, guys. When you make a comment, I appreciate it. Please subscribe to our channel. And of course, you can find all of our content on the Publish OX site. Right here, you can listen to or watch whatever you choose, whatever platform it is. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Well, as you know, I'm your boy, Christian Israel. This is the New Creation Podcast. We're a place where you can discuss what happens in the world today, where we talk about the stories that focus on the current events, the stock market, and digital assets. If you made it to the end of this channel, please let me know what you think. And like we love to say, this is not financial advice, but buy low, sell high, guys. This is a new you, a new future, and a new creation, guys. Until next time, peace and love. Be safe, guys. Have a great weekend. See you in Sunday Scriptures. Later.